Did you know Starbucks started as a tiny coffee bean store in Seattle and almost went bankrupt before becoming the global coffee giant it is today? If you want to know the full story in just under 5 minutes, watch this video till the end. Once upon a time in 1971, three friends in Seattle, Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Bowker, shared a simple idea. They loved coffee and wanted to sell the best coffee beans in the world. They named their little shop Starbucks, inspired by the first mate in Moby Dick. But they didn't sell brewed coffee, only beans, equipment, and accessories. Back then, coffee wasn't as trendy as it is today. People were used to instant coffee, and few appreciated high-quality beans. But the trio was determined. They sourced their beans from the finest farms, focusing on quality over quantity. For 9 years, Starbucks remained a small, local business. Everything changed in 1981, when a man named Howard Schultz walked into a Starbucks store. He was mesmerized by the aroma, the beans, and the passion. At the time, Schultz was working for a company selling kitchen equipment. But that day, he discovered his love for coffee. In 1983, Schultz traveled to Italy. There, he noticed something extraordinary: espresso bars. Italians weren't just drinking coffee, they were experiencing it. Coffee shops were social hubs, places for connection, conversation, and culture. Schultz returned to Seattle with a vision: transform Starbucks into a coffee house. But the founders didn't agree. They believed Starbucks should stick to selling beans. Frustrated but determined, Schultz left Starbucks in 1985 and started his own coffee house called Il Giornale. He introduced the Italian coffee experience to America, and it was an instant hit. 2 years later, Schultz got a chance to buy Starbucks. The original founders decided to sell, and Schultz raised $3.8 million from investors to acquire the company. With his dream now under his control, Schultz began expanding Starbucks into a chain of coffee houses. In the 1990s, Starbucks started growing at lightning speed. Starbucks stores weren't just about coffee, they offered an experience. From cozy interiors to friendly baristas, the brand became synonymous with quality and comfort. By 1996, Starbucks had over 1,000 stores and opened its first location outside the United States in Tokyo. The brand was becoming a global sensation. But Schultz didn't stop there. He focused on consistency, ensuring every Starbucks cup tasted the same. Whether you were in Seattle, Shanghai, or Sydney. The early 2000s brought challenges. The company grew too fast and quality started slipping. Schultz, who had stepped down as CEO in 2000, returned in 2008 during the financial crisis. Starbucks was closing stores and profits were plummeting. Schultz made tough decisions, shutting down underperforming locations and retraining baristas to focus on the craft of coffee. His comeback worked. Starbucks reinvented itself with innovative products like cold brews, mobile apps, and loyalty programs. They diversified, introducing food, merchandise, and even collaborations with popular brands. Today, Starbucks has over 35,000 stores in more than 80 countries. It's not just a coffee shop, it's a cultural icon. From pumpkin spice lattes to the Starbucks Reserve roasteries, the brand continues to evolve while staying true to its roots. What started as a small bean shop in Seattle became a global empire because of one man's dream to bring the Italian coffee house culture to the world. And here's the lesson: no matter how small your beginnings, with passion, perseverance, and innovation, you can create something extraordinary.